My house is finally ready and I want to show you my beautiful 2024 Christmas reveal. Come on. Welcome to Santa's workshop, you guys. I created this space specifically for the baby in the family, Brooks, because he is obsessed with Santa right now. So I thought, you know what? This is going to be the corner of my entire house that is super traditional and super colorful and super Santa Claus. So let me show you. So I want to show you this wall that I created. By the way, everything that I'm showing you will be in the link in the description, so you can go check everything out that you see and that you love. I wanted to create a scene here, you guys. I love scenes and themes. They are so fun, and it gives you a direction. So I created this by finding these murals. These are just cardboard murals that come in all different scenes, but I wanted to create kind of like a little main street around Santa's workshop. So we literally put those up with the command Velcro strips. Easy sneezy, because I can just take them down and no damage to the walls. Okay, here we go. I purchased this Santa probably 10 to 12 years ago for one of my restaurants that I had. It was part of the theme that we did around Christmas there at the restaurant. Isn't he absolutely beautiful? So I have created themes around him over the years. I love the detail of his ribbon. I love the detail of his coat. He weighs a ton. I'm telling you, he weighs a ton. He is weighing as much as a human does. So then we have him with all his little collection of teddy bears that I've collected over the years for my kids. I just kind of brought it all together. Because I have a theme, which is Santa's workshop, then you can start collecting things around your house to match that theme. So then of course we just put together a really easy little tree here because it's Santa's workshop. And then we have all of these little teddy bears that I've actually collected over the years from Harrods in England for my kids. And then we have some of the elves and the little reindeer, and it just kind of keeps going on. Next, I actually got this at Costco, you guys. I was just at Costco the other day and I picked this up for baby Brooks because he loves all things Disney. And so we just created this cute little character, and I put it down here so he can stand here and he can actually play with all the different little pieces and move them around and have his little imagination going crazy. I just love that so much. Next, we have Buddy the Elf. Now, I purchased him at the same time I purchased Santa, and I absolutely love him. He's Santa's little helper, and he's sitting here on a chair, just decorated a present for all the kids that are gonna be delivered presents this Christmas. So if you can just see how I'm kind of rocking and rolling with that theme, it kind of makes it easier to design. Now come over here with me, and you will see all of the elves scattered along this table. We have this one having a little hot chocolate, this one having a little hot chocolate, and then all the elves scattered around. Now, fun fact, these were my mother's coffee cups. It's one of the last pieces of her collection when she got married, and they're even chipped around the corners, but she's had these are probably, I would say, 50 to 60 years old. And so I just have to use them and to remember my mom. So anyway, just wanted to show you how I just threw all the elves. And over the years, I have changed my themes, and then I just take the same things that I have and add to it a little bit each year, and I can create and recreate new themes. In carrying with the traditional theme, you can see I took this banister and I just filled it with everything that I could find. It was red, green, white, any of those fun Christmas colors. I just filled it all the way to the top. But what I want to explain to you and show you is these are big, giant candy canes that I found at Hobby Lobby. And then I took tons of different stuffed animals that I've collected over the years, and I literally just zip tied them in to this actual mantelpiece, which I think is so much fun. You can see here that I even put Santa, one of my stand-up Santas, in his pajamas. I put him here, and this is a ladder that I've had for years. So just put the ladder there, zip tied that all in, and then zip tied him as though he's hanging on to the ladder like he's trying to get up on that banister. And then if you just see all the way up, you can just see a theme going all the way up of all things children and traditional Christmas, and I love it so much. Okay, you guys, we're entering into my favorite part of this Christmas. As you can tell, my little pink Santa theme. I'm gonna show you all my pink, pink, pink. Y'all, I've been married 34 years. This is the first time I've actually done a pink Christmas. What is wrong with me? So here we go, come on with me. Y'all, welcome to my pink dining room and my pink Christmas. I don't know why I've taken so long to actually get to this point to share pink with myself, my family, my heart, my home, it all. So we just blasted out the pink and all the pastels, and I can't wait to show you. So let's get started on this table. I want to show you our little theme is that we created our little family farm or our little family town where every part of my family has their own little house. We have this pretty little border all the way down with the pink sparkle dust. We have the nice little town center and the center tree for the town with all the little marshmallows around. And then all the way through, you have your nice little pink sparkly road. Come on, you guys, how cute is this? And then we have, of course, the main house or the city hall, which I absolutely love. And look at this cute little reindeer over here. Then we have the city lamp and then the Christmas trees. And you guys, I could not be more happy with this. Now, let me show you a little trick to decorating. I want you to notice how I have done layers. This is actually a piece of fabric that I got years and years ago. I was doing an all white theme, and this I literally cut them into little squares for placemats. But I went ahead and took that half in or 3/4 in with my beautiful pink chargers. Look at how cute these little plates are. These are actually from Hobby Lobby. They're melamine, so they're not like ceramic or porcelain. They're just melamine, which I love so much. And then we have our little furry placemats, and then I did these pink bows. I did these chair covers, which I love because it neutralizes the theme. We get rid of all the brown. And then the cute pink bows. All of this is linked in the description. You can do the same thing at your house. So I just am so excited about this. And then I want to show you the rest. Mrs. Claus is here. Y'all, I bought her a few years ago and I did a completely different setup. And this time we're having Mrs. Claus's Bakery. Look at this, Mrs. Claus Bakery. Isn't this so cute? So I brought in my KitchenAid, which of course I got this on special edition years ago, but it's perfect in pastel. And so I created a theme and a scene. Remember that, create a theme and then create a scene. And so if you're baking cookies, you have her apron on, which I ordered. I ordered her little chef's hat and I actually put new hair on her. And then she's got her stick of butter and her spatulas. Then she's got her rolling pin, and look, she's already made some cookies. And so these are actual Christmas ornaments that I took there's the little thing that you would normally stick in your tree. So I just folded those over, and then I made all these little cookies for Santa. Me and Mrs. Claus did, and then we have the spatula. And then over on this side, we're moving into the hot cocoa bar. Okay, now let's go to the hot chocolate bar that Mrs. Claus has out for all her guests. And we see here that I have found this little tree that has some red in it because, listen, we have the red in Mrs. Claus's outfit, right? So I want to kind of put a touch of red back into what we're doing in this beautiful pastel. So we have the pink, white, and red, and then we have little red dots here, little red on the snowman who's serving up the hot chocolate. And then we have all the little hot chocolate cans and all the little hot chocolate cups that just kind of complete this theme. Now, also, I want you to see my little tiny tips. This right here is part of the little collection that I have of elves. And sometimes I just put them hanging in different places. Now, my kids grew up outside of the era of Elf on the Shelf, so we never got to do that. But I do love the little elves just kind of hanging out everywhere because they are little elves and they do hang out. So I went crazy on Mrs. Claus's tree because it's white, and then that's a beautiful base to add all the pastel ribbons. I've had these ribbons for years and I just keep repurposing them. So in this tree are so many little secrets, so many little cute touches that I just kept adding. And then of course up here we have part of my collection of all the little elves that I've been collecting over the years, and I am obsessed with this elf here, the little butterfly and butterfly wings, and right here on the boots and all the little intricate details. So I love just bringing out all the fun things that I've collected over the years, and the secret is to group them into colors and themes and scenes. You're gonna get that in your head, themes and scenes. Okay, now let's go into the kitchen. I can't wait to show you this, come on. Welcome to Gingerbread House Kitchen. You guys, how cute is all this pastel? I'm so happy with how everything turned out today. So I want to show you the details and I want to show you how I did it all. So maybe you can be inspired to do the same thing at your house. So I love this so much because we have this fur rug. This is actually a fur rug I found and I bought 2 of them. And I know it's really tiny, so it shouldn't be called a rug, but it is. And so I love these birch trees with the little LED lights on them because at night it's spectacular and it's so warm and cozy. And then I decided to continue that theme with the gingerbread houses here on top of the rug, which is kind of emulating a little snow, maybe a little environment where we have that same theme coming in here with the gingerbread houses in a little village. And then I found all these cute little pink trees. I can't believe how much I love these pink trees. And I'm just kind of creating like an actual tree in the forest amongst the houses with some big pink trees that are around the little gingerbread houses. I absolutely love this so much. So this is my center island and I think it looks beautiful. Some of y'all saw this already, I think on my story, but I repurposed this beautiful bow that I picked up and I added the fur ribbon here because I wanted it to kind of tie in to the fur that you're going to see here and a few other places. And so I already had this white tinsel wreath in my attic with all my Christmas stuff. So I just added some pastel poinsettias that have a little snow to them, which I think is so pretty and so feminine. I'm so excited about it. And then over here, you guys, these are just things that I've had over the years that I just repurposed. So of course my cake stand, put that little fur thing back here that I showed you guys a while ago on my dining room table, so it kind of blends it all together. And then we have pink Santa, so cute, still bringing that gingerbread house theme right over here by my stove. This was an ornament that I just clipped the top of. I love collecting Christmas mugs, and so look how cute this one is. It comes off. And then of course a little gingerbread house. Now I repurposed this because this typically has my peonies in it during the rest of the year. But going back to that fur theme, I had these little fur picks from several years ago that I put in the bottom, and then all of these white, snowy, sparkly ferns that I've had for years. Just kind of reset that, and then look how cute this is. I found this, I can't remember where I found it, but we just put that right there and just completed that theme. Of course, this is one of my prized possessions. Mackenzie Childs, I love them so much. And so, yeah, this is my corner of pink over here in my kitchen. Let's go on to the banister. Here I just took a lit garland, laid that all the way up, tied it to my banister with zip ties. And then this right here, you'll see in my tree in a minute, I brought some of my tree over here, these little pink picks and these pink little crystallized picks of balls. And then of course, this little green sparkly leaf that I put all the way through here. And then the pink and gold, which you'll see as a theme throughout my kitchen. And then of course, this is bow year. We love the bows. So you can see again, here is my little breakfast hutch. I added again another part of this material as a little runner here. And this was actually the point of inspiration for the rest of the theme. My daughter and I did this first. And just to give you a little fun fact, we found these cute plates at Hobby Lobby right before we started decorating, and this became our point of inspiration to move the whole idea into this theme of gingerbread houses and all these fun pastel-y colors. And so because we did have a little red in Mrs. Claus's kitchen and a few little berries of red here and there, we decided to put these plates here, right here with the Merry Christmas, and just bring it all together. Now, one more thing I want to share with you that I love, love, love is my Santa picture. Now this picture is over $100 at different places that I've visited and wanted to buy so much, but I'm like, oh, can't bring myself to spend $150 on that. I thought, my daughter called me and said, Mom, I found Santa picture at Walmart. And it was $26, $27, whatever it was. And I said, get it. So then she said, maybe we can paint the background pink instead of black. And I thought, no, we're going to leave that there. But guess what I did? I took clear Mod Podge and I went around his face and his beard, and I took clear glitter dust, and then I just elevated the whole picture with clear Mod Podge and pixel dust and then did the same thing on the hat. And it really, really elevated the whole picture, and it makes it look now like I spent $150 on it, but I really only spent like $25. This is the first time I've actually put something in this opening in my kitchen to my pantry, but I love it so much. I found this at Walmart and I thought I gotta figure out something to do with this. It's so beautiful. Then I found these pink, beautiful mauve pointed ornaments that I wanted to use here to kind of bring it all together with that tone. And then just put that up there with this garland of balls that I found that matches the staircase. And here we go. We have this beautiful little addition. And then of course, I found this in an estate sale a few years ago, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So this color is my color for everything, but it's also such a beautiful pastel to go right here on my bar in my kitchen. You see, I told you this was bow year. Do you see all these beautiful bows, you guys? Look, we have this beautiful seafoam green that I absolutely love, and you can see it carried on through the theme here. And so in some of these places, you're seeing that very traditional pastel color, but here in my living room, because this is more candlelit, I wanted to bring this pink down to a little bit deeper of a mauve. That's the color we had big time in the 80s, was mauve. But isn't this absolutely spectacular? These beautiful bows with all of this simple lit garland, not too much, not too overstated, and then that beautiful bow up there with the same kind of wreath. But I love all of these candles. Now, before I get all these messages, I don't keep these on unless I'm in the room. So don't put these candles on your mantelpiece unless you're in the room to watch that. And I typically will never put them on that close to a wreath. So I want to just warn you, like that's going to come off, and then we're only going to put it on when we're sitting here at night watching TV. Okay, here we go. We continue on the theme of the candles. I prefer candles to be inside a hurricane vase or any kind of container like this. I normally collect the glass that the flower arrangements come in that sometimes I get throughout my lifetime. I've just been collecting them so that I can put candles in them and we're all safe. So I love, love, love this little birchwood tree still lit up with the candles, simple little garland all the way across the dog beds. And then we have this green theme continuing on into the corner of candles. Now, you guys have heard me say so many times that I love creating ambiance for my family, and candles are the #1 way to turn a drab room into an absolutely beautiful, cozy, ambionic room. So I just want to encourage you to get candles, but make sure and put them behind the glass or inside the glass container so you're safe there. Candles are very inexpensive, but they create such a beautiful, beautiful setting in your room. So let me show you my tree. Here is the first time in my life that I have ever done a pink tree. Now, I have done this beautiful color in the past, but I normally do that with metals or other colors. But this is the first time I've actually done a pink tree, and I love it so much. So we just added some of these giant pink ornaments inside, and then I purchased this beautiful mauve ribbon this time around so that I could bring in that theme from the rest of the house with that mauve Christmas ball over there. And then I brought in some new poinsettias that kind of have a pink hint to them, and I just love it so much. And then all of these picks I've had over the years that I just love to add for volume at the top of the tree. And then right at the very top is a very special part of our Christmas, and that is a beautiful handmade angel that my late mother-in-law made for my husband and I several years ago. She was an absolute beautiful artist. With her hands, she could make anything. So she made that beautiful angel for us, and it is a very special part of our Christmas and our tree. I love the birchwood trees this year, and so I added them here. You can see them scattered throughout my kitchen area. And then, of course, I purchased this fir runner so that we could tie in the whole theme of the fir. And now I want you to see my coffee table. Here again, I purchased this at Hobby Lobby. This was just a table runner that is more fur. I love layering so that we don't have all one texture. You see, that really does create a very special look. Instead of having everything on one layer or everything in one material, a little hint when you're decorating is, you see here I have marble, then I have fur, then I have greenery, wood, and glass. Like, try to mix up your textures and always layer up. It really does make a big difference when you're decorating. I'm very aware that Christmas can bring a lot of triggers and a lot of hurt and pain to some people watching, but now's the time to decide that you're going to take those old memories and you're going to replace them with something new. And if you don't have an intention to do that, you'll stay in the pattern over and over and over of missing some of the greatest times of your life. Christmas can actually be a time to bring the family together, to have some laughter, to have some fun, but most importantly, to create new memories, to create new traditions, and be present in the moment. So, will you do me a favor? If you're someone who's watching this thinking, man, I didn't have any of that growing up, I missed out on all that, for whatever your story is, I empathize with that, I truly do, and I'm so sorry that you didn't have the experience that I wish that you could have and would have had. But I want to encourage you right now, this is the time to pack that away, to deal with that at another time if you're not already in process of that, and start to make an intention to move your life in a new direction. Because if you don't do it, who's going to do it for you? I'm calling on you, all the ladies watching this show, I'm calling on you to make a decision to bring joy to your home, bring peace into your home. If you can't do a lot, then do at least something. Be inspired by what you're seeing. Scroll through all your social media, scroll through all the videos you can find, and let it inspire you and let it propel you forward to the greatest Christmas that you've ever had will be this year. Thanks for watching.